All right, let's just dive straight into this. Welcome to today's Tech Breakdown. We are initiating a deep dive resource investigation into something absolutely crucial. We're talking about a fundamental product that you are currently being massively overcharged for, and honestly, a product that is fundamentally failing you. Today, we are looking at an incredible piece of technology. It's a $50 DIY system known as the Smart Water Box. In this investigation, I'm going to show you exactly how this incredibly simple device can generate 40 gallons of pure water every single day, literally out of thin air. It's actually more efficient than a massive municipal plant, and it is the key to freeing yourself from a rapidly aging, failing system. Look at this sheer scale of the vulnerability we are all living with right now. 160. That is the age in years of our municipal water infrastructure. You heard that right. It is a snapping 160-year-old grid run by a billion-dollar utility monopoly. And while they hike your bills by a staggering 3,000%, the liquid actually coming out of your tap is dangerously compromised. I mean, we are often looking at a toxic cocktail of lead and forever chemicals. It's a system literally on the brink of collapse, and they're charging you a premium just to drink tainted water. So the real dynamic at play here is pretty alarming. Most people think of themselves as homeowners, right? But when it comes to your water supply, as long as you are hooked up to that municipal pipe, you're really just a tenant. You are stuck at point A, which is a state of total dependency on a billion-dollar monopoly. The high stakes here literally cannot be overstated. If we want to reach point B, total freedom and true off-grid independence, we have to recognize that the title of homeowner is basically just an illusion until you actually control your most vital resource. All right, let's move into Act 1, the hidden infrastructure crisis. It is time to look at the failing infrastructure that these utility monopolies desperately want to keep hidden from you. These monopolies are currently facing billions of dollars in repair costs for pipes that are literally corroding from the inside out. And guess what? They are passing every single penny of that massive debt directly to you, the consumer. And the real tipping point of all this comes down to a single number, 3. If you're relying on the tap, if you're stuck at point A in that state of total dependency, you are living on a razor's edge. If a severe drought hits, or if the grid fundamentally fails, dependent citizens are exactly 3 days away from a profound survival crisis. Just 3 days. That's the very brief window between modern convenience and a total outright emergency. Which brings us right to Act 2, busting the safety myths. Because when that grid snaps, people tend to panic buy bottled water, which is basically a 3,000% markup scam where you're essentially paying to drink microplastics. It's just not a sustainable solution financially or biologically. Now, other people try a different route. They just boil their tap water. Look, this is a really dangerous myth that basic chemistry completely dismantles. Let's walk through the actual steps. Step 1, when you boil tap water, the pure H2O turns to steam. Okay, makes sense. Step 2, that pure steam escapes the vessel entirely. And step 3, and this is the genuinely alarming part, the heavy metals like lead stay behind. By boiling your tap water, you are actually leaving those dangerous contaminants even more concentrated in your glass. You aren't purifying the water at all. You're literally just distilling the poison. Which leads us to this absolutely vital realization. To move to total freedom, you need a source that exists outside the grid entirely. You simply cannot fix a snapping 160-year-old grid from the inside. To truly achieve point B, you have to abandon the grid. We have to look at industrial-grade technology and niche bend it for our own backyard use. So what is this industrial-grade tech? It's called atmospheric water generation. Now, as a scientific researcher would explain it, this is the process of extracting and condensing moisture directly from the air around you into pure H2O. And what's incredibly fascinating here is that even if you live in a bone-dry environment with, say, just 10% desert humidity, there are literally billions of tons of moisture suspended in the air around us at all times. It is an entirely untapped, limitless reservoir. So let's get into Act 3, the solution and radical proof. Enter the Smart Water Box, a system that harnesses that atmospheric water generation to produce pure water that completely bypasses our crumbling infrastructure. And here is how insanely accessible this solution actually is. You do not need an engineering degree to build this thing. Step 1, you can source every single part you need right at your local hardware store for somewhere between $50 and $200. Step 2, you assemble it using a really simple Lego-style blueprint. It's incredibly straightforward. And step 3, you can power the whole shebang entirely with solar. The Smart Water Box actually uses less energy than a standard kitchen toaster, which makes any family 100% off-grid capable almost immediately. Now, in the spirit of radical transparency, we have to look at the hard data. 78.8% of people trust a recommendation significantly more when it is backed by clear, undeniable evidence. And we aren't just going to tell you this works. We are going to look at the professional lab results that absolutely prove it. Because when users out in the real world, guys like Mark in Arizona, send water generated from their DIY boxes to professional testing labs, the results are just undeniable. The DIY air water showed absolutely zero lead and zero chemicals. Compare that to premium bottled water, which, as we already established, is often just marked up municipal tap water, absolutely swimming with microplastics. The backyard DIY system entirely outperforms the expensive premium brands. The proof is undeniably in the data. But listen, this isn't just some survival hack for when the power goes out or a drought hits. No, this is a financial escape hatch. Because you are essentially firing your water company and completely bypassing the grocery store bottled water aisle. The Smart Water Box literally pays for itself in a matter of months through saved utility and grocery bills. It's an economic shield for anyone who is just tired of being a mere tenant to a massive utility monopoly. Taking back your independence really starts with having the right information. And right now, there are some very specific bonuses bundled with the Smart Water Box blueprints. You get the official blueprint itself, an off-grid power guide, and a survival seed bank secret. But here's the reality of the situation. It is completely unknown how long this crucial survival package will remain bundled and available like this. If clean water matters to your family, you absolutely cannot afford to wait for the next major infrastructure failure to happen. You need to secure your water independence before the grid snaps. So make sure to like the video, subscribe for more independence hacks, and check the link in the description for the full blueprints to see if those bonuses are still available. We'll leave you with this final provocative thought. Will you take control today? It is time to stop being a victim of a snapping 160-year-old grid. Your family is counting on you to provide that ultimate baseline of security. Hit that link in the description below to get started and take back your water freedom.